Hi everyone, in this problem I'm going to work through an example of something that I think is sort of puzzly. We're going to take the fact that log base b of 2 is equal to m, and we're going to try and rewrite each of the four things at the bottom using m's instead of logs. So for example, in this first one, I know the log base b of 2 can be replaced with an m, but that doesn't mean that I can replace the log base b of 1/2 with an m or a 1 over m. I have to use properties to rewrite this thing until I have a plain old log base b of 2, and then I can go ahead and replace with an m. So I can actually see a couple of ways of doing this one. One is you could use the quotient property that says if you have the log of a quotient, that splits up into the difference between the two logs. So we'll get the log base b of the top minus the log base b of the bottom. Log base b of 1, even without knowing b, I should be able to figure that one out. What power of b gives me 1? The answer is 0. The log base b of 2, that's my m. So now that I've gotten down to just that, I can say I have a negative m, and that's my answer. I could also say that 1/2 is 2 to the negative 1, and I could drop the negative first power out in front, and I would get the same thing. So often there's a couple of ways to do these. Log base b of 4. Okay, so again, I can see a couple of ways right off the bat. One would be to say 4 is 2 times 2 and split it up using the sum rule. Another would be to say that 4 is 2 squared. Same idea, but different property. We would then drop the second power down in front. I'm going to go ahead and do the 2 times 2. So this will split up and say log base b of 2 plus log base b of 2 is equal to log base b of 4, and those are both m's, so I see an m plus an m, which is a 2m. And again, you should get the exact same thing if instead of doing 2 times 2 and using the sum rule, you did 2 squared and used the power rule to move that power down in front. Okay, this one I think starts to get a little trickier to use the sum and product rules for, or sorry, the sum and difference rules for, but I can definitely see how to use the power rule on this one. Square root of 2 is the same as 2 to the 1/2 power. The power rule says that 1/2 power can drop down in front of the log, and there's my log base b of 2 that I was trying to get back to, which I can replace with m, so I have a 1/2 m. Okay, last one. I see powers and products in there. You want to make sure you deal with the product first. I can't drop the 3 down to the front because that would imply that the 2 was also being cubed, and it is not. This says take b, cube it, and then multiply by 2. That's just order of operations saying the exponent is applied before the multiplication. So we don't want to imply that the 3 is doing anything to the 2. So the first thing I'll do is split this up and make it a log base b of 2 plus a log base b of b cubed. The log base b of 2 is my m, so I'm set on that one. The second one, you can now use the power rule on it if you want, but you should also just be able to figure out the value of this log. This says what power of b will give me b cubed, and without using the power rule, I should be able to spot that that power is 3. You should still get the correct answer if you use the power rule. You'd get 3 log base b of b. Log base b of b is saying what power of b gives you b, and the answer is 1, so you'll get 3 times 1, which is still 3. So it's not wrong, but it's not necessary, I think, on that one. So my answer here is an m plus 3. Okay, so that was just a quick one. You have some like this in your homework, and they get a little trickier, so if you get stuck, absolutely let me know. I just wanted to give you the idea of how to approach these so that you could get started on some of those and see how you do on the trickier parts. Thanks for watching.